Hey, did the music go with?
I don't know.
Did you guys hear
I
that?
have no idea.
Let's try it again.
I couldn't hear anything.
No, it's not. It's the cool music.
You didn't hear? There it is.
Whoa. This is some good music. Okay.
What a Thursday. Let's go. All
All
I
right.
have no idea why it's still going.
It's an encore.
Okay, we can shut it down. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning stretch. How's everybody? Tricia Sloma, along with Kirsten Glover.
Hello.
And our friend, Chief Meteorologist Matt Engelbrecht.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. It's so funny because we run this rat race in the morning, and then we come to the morning stretch. Anybody else ready for a nap at this point in the morning? Me.
Kid, I know if I nap now that I won't be able to nap later. So it's more about when to nap, not necessarily if I will nap. But I haven't napped in, I'd say, about 2 months. So
Really? I nap every day. And I don't know that it should be technically called a nap. I think it's called shift sleeping by technical terms because I sleep 2 times a day.
Yep.
I go home from work and I sleep for a good stretch of like 1 to 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And that keeps me awake later in the evening, and then I sleep for 4 to 5. Does that make sense?
that makes sense. And I've heard, so again, the morning shift is a little different, that if you're going to do that, you got to hold it through the weekend as well. Do you take that longer shift sleep nap on Saturday and Sunday?
No, I sleep in until about 4:30 on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And then I still take a nap in the afternoon.
Okay. That's important. It is important to keep that all the way through 7 days. You can't do it like 4 days and maybe skip a day because it just throws you off.
And let's be honest, by 8 o'clock, if you have me in a recliner chair, I am asleep.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm asleep. It just happens.
Yeah. I mean,
But
we are all sleep experts, right?
always. Yeah. Hey, you're an expert on the weather. What do you think about what's going on today? This is a weird,
yes.
after all of the weird cold, we finally can feel our faces, but it's still a first alert weather day, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah. And when we were talking about this yesterday, if you want to go over to the graphics I have now.
Oh, graphics you have now.
Yep.
Graphics. Whoa. How did we? Oh, because I didn't load those.
Do that one.
I didn't do that.
I think you can just click it.
Where?
If you do, hang on.
Hey, Kirsten, can you click?
Hang on. Let me go here.
You can find it.
And then hit merge. Wait for merge.
Yeah, there
All
we
right,
go.
so-
Thank you. This is current?
That is current. And yesterday, remember when I was pitching, I was like, hey, we got to extend this first alert weather day into our Thursday morning. There were a lot of groans, like another one. This is why, is because we made a quick shift over to snowfall in and across the area. And there is this little band, I'll show you on the screen here, this little band that's coming through that's taking visibility down, like what you see on your screen there. And you can see that blue coming in. Very similar to, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, where we had the system snow exiting, and as it started to exit, we got a quick burst of some snow, and that's what we are tracking. That's what we're alerting to right now. And you do want to be careful if you're going to be out on the roads. If you're watching us, I don't know, we're streaming, Tricia. So what are some of the places people are probably watching us?
Oh, a lot of places. I don't know. Kirsten, do you have an idea? Are people chiming in on Facebook Live or anything?
At work, you could be watching us. You could be ready for an appointment, sitting in the waiting room.
I mean, this is the
I know
thing.
my mom watches in her bed.
This is because you don't need
Okay,
a TV.
now you just called your mom out.
Yep.
Mom is either she sleeps in late probably for a good reason. She probably has a late night job or something. You just
Well-
made your mom sound like the laziest person on the planet.
Actually, no, she's probably not in bed. She works from home, so she's probably working right now.
Okay, now
23.
that's another reason to be in bed. I seriously, if I were a work from home person, I would have my laptop right on the edge of my bed, and I would work right from there. I really would.
I won't call her out, but
Is that what happens on the daily?
she definitely wears some pajamas. But it's fine. It's fine.
Hey, as long as they're cute pajamas, right? If you got to go on
it's just
screen.
here up. It's just like COVID times. It's here
Of
up.
course.
COVID times. Gosh.
Hey, speaking of COVID times, Matt, your kids had e-learning day yesterday. Wick did, your oldest.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Yeah, so yesterday we got our first test of e-learning days of the season. I don't think we had none in November, December, January. And yeah, it's one of those post-COVID things that now that teachers have the ability to go ahead and send
For
e-learning
sure.
stuff home, they can. And it was warranted. It was cold outside yesterday, but it is a whole new responsibility for parents to make sure that they can take it over, and they get a whole new appreciation for what teachers do
Absolutely.
on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I don't know which would be more like preferable, because I know when I was in school, like we didn't have those kind of days.
Oh, I know.
And
Like you got a full day off, right?
Yeah, a full day off. You don't
Yeah.
have to do anything. However, we would have to make it up on like a holiday.
Yeah.
Right,
like
stay
MLK
an
Day.
extra school day in the summer rather than take it all the way off. Yeah,
Debatable.
it is. And that the best part about all this, Tricia, is we don't get to do it. Like we don't get to debate it. It's happening, and that's
Yeah.
what we have to do. So whether you like it or not, it's got to be done.
Yeah. But you know what? With the weather that we've had,
Yeah.
a lot of people are eager to maybe get outside and enjoy ice because it's now finally iced over a lot of lakes and ponds. But we're going to show this video again. This is Lake Michigan and the shelf ice or ice shelf. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll call it ice shelf.
Yeah, it's an ice shelf.
Ice shelf.
Tell it what it is.
So,
yeah.
singular. And if we're communicating hazards and we're communicating things that could unfortunately kill you, we should probably use the same verbiage with an ice shelf.
Absolutely. So this is dangerous, folks. A lot of people, and it's worth showing this video again because this is drone video, and it's beautiful to look at how these waves just look like they're frozen in time, and they build up like little mountains out on the edge of the water. And what's really cool is it looks like something you could just run right out and climb, but that is so dangerous because the ice can be unstable. You could fall through, and experts say then you fall through the ice into the water, and that water has an undercurrent that will take you away from the hole. Even if you're an experienced swimmer, you're not going to be able to get right back to that hole to be able to safely crawl out.
Yeah, learning very young, growing up, my dad liked to ice fish. I did not like to ice fish. It didn't make any sense. He loved it. He would take my brother. He'd ask me and say, no. But one thing that we'd always talk about, the number of variables that are needed to create ice are also the same number of variables that will weaken or keep ice weak. And you really don't know unless you are out there to assess the ice situation. And what concerned me about the end of January, back in December, I was talking to the newsroom about this, that we'd get this stretch of really cold weather.
Yeah.
Ice would form, snow would fall on top of it, but you never really can tell how thick that ice is. And that is when it becomes dangerous, is when you get kids that are looking and they see snow and they think, oh yeah, no, the ice is there, there's snow on top of it, it must be safe. I'm going to go run out on it. Same thing with pets, with dogs, a similar situation.
Now, here's the thing, though. If you know the body of water,
Yeah.
we have a backyard pond.
Yep.
We know it's not very deep. We know it's not moving water.
Right.
It would be safe to go out on the water. If you have a creek or a stream or a slow river that is frozen over in these deep conditions of deep cold,
Yeah.
it's likely safe, but we don't want to advocate anybody testing it out because it's
Right.
extremely dangerous.
And I don't know if you're doing it or not, but what you're doing is your experience year after year after year with the same body of water has allowed you to be kind of your own self-assessor of that situation.
The expert of that moment. Yeah,
Exactly.
for sure.
Yeah, and when we're talking about people seeing ice or driving by and wanting to go on, they just don't know. They don't have that experience to draw on how well that ice forms in these kind of situations. Terry McFadden is one of those that knows and understands how ice forms and the ingredients and the variables that go into it.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, some of the fun stories. Let's turn now to some of the fun stories we talked about this morning. Post Malone. We got to talk about Post Malone. Kirsten, you had this, you and Tricia put this in the show this morning. It's hilarious. Post Malone, of all of the, celebrities of our time, he was picked for Oreo. Why?
Good question.
He's a great artist. I do listen to a couple of his songs, but I mean, he's very popular. Like, I know you turned to me and you're like, who is this? And I'm
I
like,
know. I knew who he was, but I said, why?
Well,
Why Post Malone? And you're like, hey, he is popular.
He's an interesting guy, and he's gonna probably pull it in. I'm excited to try them. To be honest, they look good.
Actually, these two look like really good cookies. But we learned a few things when I went down a rabbit hole. And Matt, one of them was the tattoos. And you guessed way more tattoos than he actually has.
Well, it was with Post Malone again. So he's been around. I think we'll talk about the tattoos, his age. Just kind of an embarrassing story is there was a Halloween party about 5, maybe even 10 years ago.
Yeah.
A really nice one that everybody dressed up. And somebody came it was another meteorologist, came as Post Malone. And I had no idea who they were. None.
From 10 years ago?
It had to be.
Come on, 10 years. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
Really?
It had to be 10 years ago. And I was just looking, a friend of mine, Charlie Ironmonger, and I was just like, wait, who are you? And I had no idea. And even to this day, it took until last year before I kind of figured out, oh, yeah, he's an artist. Got a really well-known song called Circles that now my kids like.
Yes. And to answer the question, just how many tattoos, I went down the rabbit hole. I Googled it. It's 78.
78
that we know
tattoos.
of. I mean, he may have more. I don't know. But I actually think he's probably a very cool guy. And I really liked his song with Taylor Swift. I love his collaborations, and now this is the newest collaboration, and it's Oreo cookie. And there's a vanilla cream cookie with the chocolate cookie. There's a swirl. There's caramel, a salted caramel element to this. I really look forward to that because guess what? I'm a fan of every one of those flavors.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing is he's twisting the flavors together.
That's awesome.
I thought I saw that he was into like country music a little bit.
Oh, he's a
So
little bit.
maybe this flavor combo itself is him twisting up.
Oh, I see what he's doing.
He's in like I think he does rap music, rap and then country, and like mixing them all together. Like I don't know, maybe that's the inspiration.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Oreo came and said, "Hey, we have this briefcase of money.
Briefcase of money.
If you want to go ahead and design an Oreo, you can have the briefcase." And he said, "Yes, okay, I have to design an Oreo. That's fine."
All right. Also talking food. I don't know about you guys. Do you remember your high school or even grade school cafeteria food?
Yeah.
What was it like?
Terrible.
Really?
I hated it. There's like maybe 3 that
I
would
bought
see.
school lunches all the time.
Oh, jeez.
I really liked it. I went to a very small school, though, small public school, but I looked forward to those rectangle pizza slices.
Rectangle pizzas. Do you guys? Do you have fiestada? Do you guys have fiestadas?
What is that?
Okay, we had fiestadas. It was, as you sit here and try to go through what it was.
What is that, right?
It sounds even. Yeah, my brother loved them. It's just, and it's not so much the taste. The smell, like when I give school talks all throughout Michiana, and when you walk into the cafeteria, you
starts to smell
you smell
immediately.
brings you right back to those school lunches.
Oh,
Well, there's something really cool going on in Elkhart, and Kirsten, I thought this was really cool as well. They're going to let families sample the food that's served in their school buildings.
No, that is great because I feel like as a parent, I'm not a parent, but as Matt, you're a parent. You probably would know that.
I didn't know that.
What your kids are eating.
The kids are
you probably
eating good
would like
food.
to know if
Well,
it's tasty or filling or nutritious.
That's tough.
Well, here's the thing. This is happening tonight between 4:30 and 7 p.m. Right at the Elkhart High School freshman division. What they've decided to do is they're like, you know what? We're going to let the parents sample everything. You can go through and sample all the different meals that are available at all the buildings, and they're having all their vendors participate. So if they have a local vendor that's doing like a snack on the regular basis, they're going to have that snack available. So I think that's a really clever idea. Here's the thing. It would be one of those things that our food sucks at school. I don't want to eat lunch there. If you hear that every day, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go tonight. We're going to check out this food together. It does not suck, or maybe, this does not taste the way it should. I don't know. I think this is a clever idea. What do you guys think?
A clever idea, and it's a free dinner. I mean, 4:30 to 7? Yeah.
Hey, kids.
I'll try some
Get
food.
in the car.
Free dinner, let's go. And Dad, Mom don't have to cook tonight? Come on. Yeah.
Maybe if the parents aren't satisfied with it, it might open up conversations about
Ooh.
improving the menu a
Yeah.
bit, adding
Yeah.
more vegetables, more fruit, or just changing the quality altogether.
Well, and I think it's how you present the fruit and the vegetables. Sometimes it's not just, I mean, it does need to be either cooked or coated just a little bit sometimes. Sometimes the raw vegetables just don't.
Oh no! You
Make it with all of them,
You hide it
so.
under. You hide the vegetables under the nacho cheese.
Oh, is
The,
that
the liquid nacho cheese, and then you put the vegetables
The
underneath. It's
processed
the
cheese.
same thing. Yeah, it's just any way they get the vegetables
Got it?
under just that nacho
There's
cheese.
just a
So
slight
good.
metallic taste.
Well, now that you've got, well, now that you've got me hungry, I'm gonna go get my my little applesauce pack that I
Okay.
have sitting at my desk.
Any
so,
Oreos? Do you have any Oreos there?
no.
too?
And I'm hoping that's the only thing I didn't find out from that story, when those Oreos are available or whether we could run out and get them. Hey, we should do a taste test when that happens.
Ooh, I would love to do that.
Are you sensing a theme with these morning stretches?
What, food?
Food. Yesterday was a tomato soup.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Talking about
a
tomato
little
soup.
bit,
Next
yeah.
week, we're probably going to be talking about chili because the chili fest is coming up next Friday.
yeah.
I feel like we gravitate to one thing, and that's our
Either
stomach.
that or sleep.
That
That happens.
We need a little snack after the
We
morning
all
shift,
do.
you
We
know?
all grab our meals, and it's usually a full meal. People don't realize, like, by 7 o'clock in the morning, that's like our lunchtime.
Right.
You know, we'd been awake a very long time at that point. And
That's
it's like,
my dinner time.
yeah, bring on the food.
Bring on the school lunches.
Might as well. Might as well.
Let's go.
All right. Well, folks, hope you have a great day. Stay warm. Again, first alert weather day. Matt, we are finally able to say we're out of that deep freeze.
We're close. Out of the deep freeze, and then this weekend, I expect a lot of people getting that car wash because it is going to be warmer and sunny.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Have a great day, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the morning stretch.